Good morning. In today's class, we will learn about multi-stage graph. Multi-stage graph is a directed weighted graph, and the vertices are divided into stages such that the vertices are connected from one stage to another stage. And the multi-stage graph problem can be solved by applying dynamic programming. Now consider, for example, this is also a multi-stage here, and I want to find the shortest path in this multi-stage graph by applying the greedy method. If I apply the greedy method to this graph, multi-stage graph, the shortest path from source to destination, or T, source to T, S to T is that is S to A, that is 1, A to B, that is 2, and B to T, that is 5, which is 8. Suppose if I apply the same greedy method to this graph, this is also a multi-stage graph. The greedy method cannot be applied to this case because the source to A, S to A to D, and D to T is the short path, that is 1 to 4, 4 plus 1 plus 4, 4 plus 18, that is 23, which is not the shortest path in this multi-stage graph. So in this multi-stage graph, this problem can be solved by applying dynamic programming. Dynamic programming is used to solve, as we know, optimization problem. Optimization problem has to be solved in sequence of decisions. Now we will see how this dynamic approach is used to solve this multi-stage graph. And what is a multi-stage graph? This is a graph where the graph is divided into different stages. Here this graph is divided into 4 stages. S1 is under stage 1, the vertices A, B, C are under stage 2, the vertices D, E, F are under stage 3, and vertex T is under stage 4, and all the vertices are interconnected into different stages. And you have, the problem is to find the shortest path from source to destination. Here source is S and the destination is T. Source to destination, or sink, which is T. To reach T, I have to cross different stages here. I am solving this problem by using dynamic approach, that is forward approach. So I will select the vertex S, which is source. Here in this graph you can see here, in this S is the source. From source to I have to reach the destination, that is T. So I have taken the next, there is the first stage, and the second stage the vertices are A, B and C. To reach from first stage to the second stage, the paths are S to A, S to B and S to C. S to A the distance is 1, S to B the distance is 2, and S to C the distance is 5. And from A I have the distance to the destination, that is D. From D, that is the distance from A to T. I have taken the distance from B to T and the distance from C to T. So I have written here, to reach the destination from, that is from source to T, I have to find the minimum path here by crossing different stages. That is minimum of, that is from S to A is 1, hence I have taken 1, plus distance of A to T, distance of A to T, comma, the S to B is 2, plus distance of B to T. So distance of B to T I have taken. Next, source to C, the distance is 5, and C to T, that is distance from C to T is I have taken. Next, I have to find the distance from A to T, from first stage to second stage, that is distance from A to T. from A to reach T, there are two paths. In the third stage, you have A to D and D to E. That is minimum of, to find the distance of A to T, I have to find the minimum distance from A to D and A to E. So minimum of A to D is 4 plus distance from D to T. You can see here A to E is 11 and distance from E to T is, I have mentioned like that only. So in this D of A to T, I am finding the minimum distance from A to T. So minimum of 4 plus 4 is the distance from A to D, 4 plus D to T, distance from D to T, and 11, A to E is 11, 11 plus distance of E to T. In this, the minimum is distance from A to E, A to D, 4 plus 18, that is 22. Next, I have to find the distance from B to next stage D. From B, you have three paths, that is B to D, B to E and B to F. You can see here I have taken B to D, B to E and B to F. Now in these three paths, I have to find the minimum path which reaches the destination. So minimum of 9 plus 9, B to D, the distance is 9. So 9 plus distance of D to T, I have mentioned. B to D, B to E is 5, 5 plus distance of E to T. Next, B to F is 16, 16 plus distance of F to T. In this, I have to find the minimum path. In this, the minimum path is 9 plus 18, 5 plus 13 and 16 plus 2. You have two paths which are minimum, that is distance of E to T and distance from F to T is minimum. So 18, path 18 is, total path cost is 18, which is minimum. Next, in the second stage, you have the vertex C. From vertex C to reach the destination, I have to find the path. Only path is C to F and F to T. So minimum of distance from C to F is 2 plus distance from F to T. F to T is 2. So 2 plus 2 is 4. Now I will substitute the value, that is from distance from S to T is minimum of 1 plus distance of A to T plus, you can see here distance of A to S source to A is 1. So 1 plus A to T comma source to B is 2. So distance from B to T and S to C is 5, 5 plus distance of C to T. So in this, I have to find the minimum, that is 1 plus 22, 2 plus 18 and 5 plus 4. That is distance from A to T is 22, distance from B to T is 18 and distance from C to T is 4. So I have, in this I have to find the minimum. 22 plus 1 is 23, 18 plus 2 is 20 and 5 plus 4 is 9. That is distance from C to D, that is S to C, C to F and F to T. This is the shortest path crossing multi stages. So this is called as the backward approach, backward reasoning. And in the similar way, if we consider the path destination to source, if we consider the path from destination to source, in this example, in the but which I have explained, I have taken the path from source to destination. This is called as backward reasoning. Suppose if we consider the path from backward, that is so destination to source, this is called as backward approach and it is called as forward reasoning. And if you have to consider the destination, distance, that is destination to T, that is the last stage, it is third stage to T, you are finding the path. This is called as backward approach and forward reasoning. And how the principle of optimality is used. Suppose that in solving a problem, you have to make a sequence of decisions. Here also you are making a sequence of decisions. Hence, you are saying that this multi-stage graph is solved using dynamic approach. D1, D2, Dn. If this sequence is optimal, then the last k decisions 1 less than k less than n must be optimal. That is the shortest path problem. If I1, I2, etc. j is the shortest path from I to j, then I1, I2, j must be a shortest path from I1 to j. If a problem can be described by a multi-stage graph, then it can be solved by dynamic programming. And in dynamic programming, forward approach and backward approach. If the recurrence relations are formulated using forward approach, then the relations are solved backward, that is beginning with the last decision. On the other hand, if the relations are formulated using the backward approach, they are solved forward. And in the example which I explained, I used this backward approach. They are solved forward. To solve a problem by using dynamic programming, find out the recurrence relations, represent the problem by a multi-stage graph.